Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, apparently it is not okay for me to eat meat while I'm babysitting my cousin for free. You can't drink because you need to babysit. Mother-in-law mad my son shows his prom over Mother's Day dinner. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Apparently, it is not okay for me to eat meat while I'm babysitting my cousin for free. I have an uncle who I'm gonna call Hal. Hal is 2 years younger than me, so we pretty much grew up together. Hal is a good guy, but when it comes to his wife Cindy, the EM in this story, he simply has no backbone. They have a 6-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. Almost a year ago, Cindy decided that they were going to go vegan. It wasn't a discussion, it was a declaration. Their house was going animal-free. Hal and the kids went along with it, no major protests, though Hal would still eat meat when he was not around her. This summer, they sent their son to camp for 8 weeks. While he's gone, they wanted to take some time and go away for a week by themselves, so they asked me to watch my little cousin for a week. I already have 6 of my own kids living here, so fuck it, what's one more? Sure, she can stay the week. So, they head off to somewhere in Florida, and I go about my babysitting duties. I understand and respect their dietary choices, and I have been providing my little cousin with 100% vegan meals. But yesterday I posted a picture to Instagram of a black bear steak I made for myself. Well, Cindy calls me flipping out on me for cooking meat while her daughter is under my roof, accusing me of trying to convert her back to a meat eater. She then tells me, not asks me, not to make any more meat until they get back and take their daughter home. I told her that she was being ridiculous, and that while I was happy to feed her child vegan meals, I will not be told what I can and cannot eat in my own home. I'm making chicken fried venison with sausage gravy and biscuits for my girlfriend, kids and myself for breakfast this morning, and I'm making my little cousin blackberry oatmeal and a just egg omelette. Edit, just egg is a vegan egg substitute, with peppers, onions, and mushrooms. I'm gonna post a pic of our breakfast to IG and then turn my phone off, because I'm an asshole now. I'm making chicken fried venison with sausage gravy and biscuits for my girlfriend, kids and myself for breakfast this morning, and I'm making my little cousin blackberry oatmeal and a just egg omelette with peppers, onions, and mushrooms. I'm gonna post a pic of our breakfast to IG and then turn my phone off, because I'm an asshole now. So I'm assuming they aren't serving any meat, eggs, cheese or milk at that summer camp that her son is attending for 8 weeks, huh? Freaking ridiculous. Haha, my thoughts exactly. And I also suspect Daddy is sneaking in some McHappy meals when Mom isn't looking. She is welcome to fly home today and rescue Precious. Heck, that you even fed her vegan is above and beyond. Exactly, OP shouldn't be concerned because parents should be home any minute. I absolutely love the closer on this, and props for not caving to those ridiculous demands. Tell me what I can and can't eat in my own house, will ya? My kid's grandma is celiac, so when she comes over, I make a gluten-free meal for all. The difference is that I'm not hosting her for a week, for free, and she's not insisting on imposing her diet on the rest of us. Girlfriend has got to be kidding. How's she going to tell you what you can and cannot do in your own house when you are babysitting her daughter for free if she don't go and take several seats? You can't drink because you need to babysit. I think every female family member who is the youngest of the adult generation or at least a teen can relate to this. Yesterday we had a kinda big family function for the 80th birthday of my gran. My mother's younger sister there with her kids, preschool/elementary school age. And like every single time I, 20F, was expected to watch the little demons while her mother can have some adult time. Don't get me wrong. I like them, but in small doses. And I can't understand why me since her husband was there. Since the weather was nice, it was a barbecue in my gran's garden, or a backyard like Americans would say. It was good. I saw some cousins of my generation. Some of them I haven't seen in years. So since I had Saturday off, I work in healthcare, I shared a beer with my cousins and catched up. Well, then my aunt came in and asked why I dared to drink since I have to watch over her kids today since she needs some adult time. I just asked her what's about her husband and she gave me the whole sob story of he worked all week. LOL, I did that too. Even made overtime in the nursing home I'm working in, and that's his day off, again. Mine too, and that he is on the grill. He's literally standing next to my uncle who is actually grilling and sips beer. So I looked her dead in the eye and chugged the entire beer that I just opened, 0.5-liter bottle, looked her dead in the eye while my brother, the saint he is, took the empty bottle out of my hand and gave me a new one. I told her sorry, but I already drank. She left in a huff and of course she told my mother and my gran and of course my mom was upset with me because she's my aunt and yada yada. The only ones on my side were my brother and my stepdad who nearly pissed himself laughing when he heard what I did. Thanks for listening. Happy birthday to your gran. They are forced to be away from their family to work, then when they have time they push their kids off on someone else. I bet they are gonna blame TV and the internet for the kids acting out because they were never wanted. I would have told her I'm sorry, I already worked over 40 hours at my real job. If you expect me to babysit, I expect 48-hour prior notice and my going rate is, double your hourly rate, PR hour PR child. Are you willing to pay that in cash today? No? Then you'll have to watch your own children while I relax with the rest of the adults. And make sure you have witness to this conversation so she can't say she'll pay then renege. And she should probably get the money up front. Get a shirt made. Babysitter, $20 an hour. Did you tell EA that you work too, your day off too? I would. Keep making a stand until she notices you are not her stand-in sitter. I hate when folks do this with their kids. You are 120 years old? No one should tell you what to do. Seriously though, their attitude stinks. Mother-in-law mad my son shows his prom over Mother's Day dinner. Entitled mother-in-law is whining about my youngest son going to his senior prom over family Mother's Day dinner. Tries to explain that senior prom is once in a lifetime event and Mother's Day is every year. She is not having it and is complaining throughout dinner. Since she isn't his mother, who is she to complain? She will complain the water is not wet enough. In Australia at least it seems it's pretty normal to celebrate your grandparents on Mother's/Father's Day, but only if the grandparents are actively engaged in their relationship with their grandkids. But a normal grandparent would rather their grandkid attend their once-in-a-lifetime prom rather than their yearly family Mother's Day dinner. The entitlement UMIL shows hints at her not even being active in your son's life, so doesn't seem like she even deserves your son's attention on Mother's Day. I'm an academic advisor at a university. One of my students told me her mom didn't want to do her graduation because it fell on Mother's Day weekend. It was the Saturday before. Instead of taking her last classes in the summer and walking in the spring like we allow, she's walking in December, which is also permitted. There were a few other factors as well, but I've never been so pissed on behalf of one of my students, because that's just absurd. My daughter's college graduation was on Mother's Day, outside in Virginia heat. Very thoughtless school president, but there was no place else to be that was more important to me. Tell her she can have Mother's Day be all about her just like son can have his senior prom be all about him. Then tell her she's being childish and to STFU because she's ruining dinner for everyone and your son is never going to care that he missed one dinner. She needs a timeout. She isn't his mother anyways. Just giggle and walk away when she complains. Geez, it's too bad your son didn't revere grandma as much as his once-in-a-lifetime prom. If my mom or MIL acted like this, I'd just gather the rest of my family and leave. If they can't be happy for their own grandchildren, then they have completely failed as a mother and don't deserve to be celebrated anyway. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.